Okay, let's say I have collected all my information. I have found my research problem, I have found my research question, I've analyzed my data, but how can I structure my thesis the best possible way?
Yeah, it's as we said before, you should start with your research question. Why is this relevant in terms of political constellation, in terms of academic constellation? Is there something like an added value for your research question? You must be careful and not to be too ambitious, because quite often the added value is limited. You should be aware of that. Nobody reinvents the wheel necessarily. But at least that's the starting point. So what is the relevance of your research question, and why do you study that? You bring in your motivation, you bring in the constellation of your thesis. Why do you deal with the European Council now? Why do you deal now with EU-Turkey relationship in a moving situation, and why do you think you can contribute to the thinking about it? So that would be a starting point. So define and then explain the research question. And the next thing would be to look for answers to the research question. That would be the claims, the hypotheses. They should be based on the academic literature. So following this and this assumption in the literature, then you will find, you would expect that this and this happens. So if you follow intergovernmental approaches, you would expect that the European Council is a dominating body, institution, the European Union. If you follow geopolitics between Turkey and the EU, would expect that for both sides. Turkey is important for the EU, and EU is important for Turkey. So this is a very general starting point, but it's good to look what means geopolitics in this context, or what means intergovernmental cooperation in this context. So define the terms you use in your hypothesis. That's, I think, it's very important.
Is that the part of the main part of my thesis, definitions, or should I just do it in the introduction, or how?
That sometimes depends a little bit on how you want to do it. You might do it in a larger introduction. You might also have a special chapter on theories and methods, because you also need to explain your methods. How do you want to answer your questions based on the hypothesis? How do you want to react to the hypothesis? How do you want to verify or falsify it?